spoken. All right, before we can continue on with today's celebration, we have some official business. This has been rehearsed, so let's just play along. My wife and kids laugh at me, and I'm pretty deaf, so those in the back, take it, we're good now? Okay. Wait a second. Cedric and Cindy Thayer, Jeffrey, Yulie, and Debbie Harden, Mary Simpson, the maid of honor, Beth, the bridesmaids, fellow groomsmen, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished guests. We are gathered here today not as strangers, co-workers, acquaintances, or even friends, but now, as Beth said earlier, one big extended family. For those of you who don't know me, this won't be brief, so please bear with me. I've worn many hats in my life, yet today I have been honored as Don yet another for this evening's events. The best man. Yes, I've been the gentleman standing close by the groom's side, just in case there was a need for any words of encouragement. Lucky for me, there were no such needs that arose. There were no difficult vendors, no difficult guests, no stubborn obstacles, no decisions to ponder, no bodies to hide, no unscheduled offshore trips to the Gulf Stream, and certainly no stressed bride. So the first part of my job went over kind of easy, kind of like somebody else was running the show. So with the lack of obstacles out of the way, let's proceed. One of the tasks the best man has is to offer a toast. So let's gather your favorite beverage. Keep your seats, I'm not finished. My tequila, please. I've already alluded to the underlying message of the toast. It would have been too easy to make this a roast for Trey, but we'll save that for a short time later. I found that we often define ourselves by the hats we wear throughout our lives, and as you can see already, there's a small hint of tradition here, wedged within the deep, dense, and grain of each of our souls. In case you're wondering, I'm a cop. That's right. The police, a prick, bacon, the fuzz, 5-0, smoky, popo, black and white. Yes, black and white. I see right and wrong. To punish and enslave, I mean protect and serve. So after working with Trey, I decided to leave the fire service and join a culture more appreciative of my personality. I was hoping to leave all my bad luck behind. Boy, would I be surprised. I graduated the police academy, I was sworn in, and they gave me a badge, cuffs, and a gun. So gone was the day of graduating the fire academy, when they give you a badge, a hose, and a fork. There's a dark and sad secret among those who fight fires. They're in desperate need of heroes too. That's why God gave cops. But that's not always enough. When the police get in trouble, when the cops have to dial 911, who answers the call? SWAT. Now you know why I was chosen to be the best man. I've had a good career. Couldn't have done it without Trey though. The day before I got promoted, I had to teach the SWAT guys to rappel. To help paint this picture, it was like asking a bunch of guys whose vocabulary was restricted to, I pick things up, I put them down, to getting them to do some rocket science. The second most dangerous activity our department could do, and they asked me to do it the day before I get promoted. Nothing like setting someone up with my type of luck for failure. Well, Trey was there to help me along. Blessed by Chief Munn, the class went off without a hitch, other than me obsessing about being safe and offending just about everybody. So another hat we've worn together was canine. This is the best job I've ever had in my life. This is where I fit in. Again, I couldn't have done it without Trey. Countless days of running tracks. Remember those? Taking a bite, offering the fire station his canine training, helping me clean out my hand-me-down patrol car, and then there were the meals. We continued to eat together, kept everybody close. We looked after each other. There was a time I cooked breakfast down at Station 2. Some of you were there. I asked how many Norwegian-style pancakes Trey could eat. His answer lost him the bet when he was out eaten by a 2-year-old little girl. So, as we... No, that one's not, that one's last. As we near the end of this, and I realize I don't have any pet names or nicknames for Ashley. This is really troubling to me, and I think it must be corrected. Leon Wheeler Coker III has a few though. That's his nickname. Trey Wheeler, Cliffhanger, Leon, Mr. Trey. He is the unofficial leader of the Treyites. Rascal Flats, the Ass Chief. Oops, I guess I should stop with that one. Keep going. I apologize to the beautiful bride and to her wonderful family. I must regress back to when I first met Trey. We were so unrefined. We were working in one of the worst neighborhoods in the country, in a bullet and nuclear blast-proof fire station, abandoned by the Navy, complete with lead paint, asbestos, toxic mold, a bullet hole in the squad truck, and daily gunfire. We've shared many a tough battle. There was one flat Lexus, several encounters with flying motorcycles. There were airborne tractor trailers, multiple arson fires from which will never be the same. There were even barbecued spare ribs complete with a squirrel paw delivered by the local Maine's Chinese takeout. But confronted with these great challenges, we found that humor goes a long way. So it's kind of like a tradition. We learn to laugh at everything, in the face of triumph, in the face of danger, at the Grim Reaper as he trips and falls in the smoky dark, from each other's mistakes, misfortunes, predicaments, and everything in between. So what is it that a best man should say in front of family, God, and country? What is the best advice I could give? Well, it's to laugh. Laugh today like it may be your last. Laugh like we did back when Todd did. Laugh like the first time the tennis ball cannon went off. Laugh like we did when the new probies caught themselves on fire in the day room. Sorry, Chief. Laugh like we did at tight-fitting uniforms. Laugh like we did at cut-off uniform pants and improvised masked heroes found only in Lord Charleston. I'll leave that one there. That's the key to a successful and peaceful marriage. The other important key is to a sexful marriage. The hats that each of you wear, no matter what they are or where you are, once you come home, you always have to switch. Yes, Trey? That means she's always right. Ladies and gentlemen, before you stands a practical joker. In front of you sits Trey. He's a little broker. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Coker. So, pardon the French, get off your asses. Raise your glasses.
Sorry.
To Trey and Ashes. To love, to laughter, and to happily ever after. Thank you very much.